everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build video, welcome to part 5 of my Copperdale High School base game and high school years only Copperdale High School build. Yes. How many more parts do we have of this? I'm estimating at least 2 more, honestly. But anyways, today we will be working on the second floor, most of the second floor actually. We're doing the corridor and then the two classrooms. The two classrooms are located on the second floor, yes. I'm not sure if it's going to be a problem, but I hope it's not going to be. And there's also going to be a faculty wing on the right side of the campus, situated directly above where the club rooms are. If you haven't seen that, that's part 4. You can check out the playlist that I have on my channel if you haven't actually caught any of them yet. But welcome back. Right now, we're actually working, we're finished with a bubble tea corner in the corridor of the classroom wing. I had a lot of fun building, especially the second floor with my community, especially because everyone has already gotten an idea of like what kind of high school this is supposed to be, and also what kind of like concept, what kind of students go in go to this school, not go in. So it was very fun to build it together, and everyone had a lot of input, and I honestly believe that this build, or rather like, yeah, actually this whole build wouldn't be as good as it is at this moment without the help of everyone that has been building it along with me. But yeah, so this is the general overview of the corridor area. It's very, I guess other than the fact that I added a bubble tea corner, it's quite self-explanatory. Basically, if you haven't watched any of my high school year, high school build parts yet, you might not have caught that this is a high school for very privileged teenagers. So we literally give them everything and anything. So everybody who sees this are like, they would kill to be in this school, and I agree. Me too. So yeah, over here we are starting on the classrooms already. This video is not really that as short as the last one, but it still moves very fast. It's no longer 5 times speed because I can't talk that fast, but it's still pretty succinct. But yes, so you see me trying to squeeze 9 tables into this small square classrooms here, but I decided that I wanted to go with 6 in the end, because I decided that I didn't want to go with the very basic high school table, the classroom table that came with the pack, and I decided to go for this base game table instead, and it's bigger. I just thought it would be nicer for like a school this bougie, you know, and it actually looks better. It just makes it look more luxurious, and it gives the student more space, I think. I don't know, because like I really hated how small my table was in school. Like there's literally barely enough room for like my notebook and my very, very heavy textbook, and then sometimes you need to have like 2 textbooks open, and then you have your pencil case and your water bottle on the table as well. There's literally no space if you're a good student. So yes, I like a big table. So this is just me trying to build my dream classroom. These 2 classrooms are pretty similar. They have similar aspects, but because of the different window placements in both of the rooms, the behind portion, the back of the classroom is a little different depending on which classroom it is. In the game, I'm not sure if you will be able to pinpoint which is classroom 1 and which is classroom 2, and if you cannot pinpoint which one is which one, I have no idea which of these 2 classrooms will end up being classroom 1 and classroom 2, but here's to hoping that everything works, because honestly till now I have not playtested it yet. So I will be playtesting this very soon, because I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this, and actually I think I might be able to just start playtesting it. I'm not done with the whole school yet, but then the most important parts are already done. So hopefully I can get something to work out. Yeah, but anyways, this classroom, I had a lot of fun decorating. I intentionally kept the students' desks quite empty and clean because I really wanted it to keep all full functionality. And then there's always the students are always sitting in random tables and chairs. Like they don't have like an allocated table, I think. Based off the couple of times I've played with this pack, like they just sit on random tables, or like sit at random tables. I can't speak today. But since when have I ever been able to speak? But yeah, so I didn't want to personalize every single desk too much. I mean, you could do that if you so choose, but I didn't want to, because that's not like naturally how the Sims sit down at their desks. And anyways, like everybody's Sims are different, so I didn't want to like just, you know, assign too much character to each desk, you know. So I just kept it really minimal. But then I added lots of clutter to the side tables here. They are like cabinets, because I wanted to give the teacher their own kind of desk, because where I where I grew up, my teachers had desk in the classroom. I think most classrooms in the world have a teacher's desk in the classroom, but then in the Sims 4 there's no such thing. So that's very weird for me to observe. I wanted to add one very badly, because I didn't allocate enough space, it wasn't possible. So in exchange, since it's not functional anyways and it's not something that the teachers use anyways, I just gave lots of cabinet space, because I imagine that teachers will be able to put in like worksheets and textbooks and everything else that you need to store in your classrooms, assuming that this is your home room or like your main classroom. Those are the cabinets that you use instead of like the teacher's table. And I just cluttered them up with like readings and worksheets, which is actually the sized up thinking cards, I think, for toddlers, if I'm not mistaken. And then like some sort of knickknacks here and there, some arts and craft material as well. I gave quite different decorations for each classroom just to make it a little bit different. They don't really reflect like what sort of teacher teaches in these rooms, but I just tried to keep it a little bit different. I don't know, there's no like actual storyline to it, but I think like this room is slightly more like cuter, livelier, friendlier, and then the other room is a little bit more like achievement focused. And I think there's like a lost and found corner in the other room, as well as like confiscated item. I'm not sure which one. You can go with either. There's like a corner where there's like confiscated and lost and found items in the on top of the cabinets, which is quite funny. And then for both of these classrooms, there will be like a sort of mini garden situation on top of their cabinets at the back. So I imagine that it's part of like school policy that teens are expected to grow their own plants. Maybe it's like some sort of enrichment philosophy for this school. I just thought it would be nice, like, you know, students grow, students learn, and then they also help plants grow. It's a nice thing, and it also brightens up the room a lot when you add plants into the space. Obviously, like, if you give, I mean, like, there's an argument to be made that teenagers, children, they don't know how to take care of things. But then there's also an argument to be made that if you give them an opportunity to love and take care of things, they will. So I imagine that this is just that kind of school that would try to encourage that sort of engagement, behavior, learning, growing, you know. Oh, and both of the classrooms do get their own fish tanks as well, which is pretty fun. And I also added like a clothes rack from the pack, and a little area where you can put your shoes. I'm not sure why there's a shoe rack there, but I just thought it was really empty, so I added a shoe rack. Doesn't really make sense though, honestly, but at least the clothes rack, I left it empty because the clothes that came with the high school years pack looks like clothes that you would hang up in your room at home, because it has pants and t-shirts and stuff. It was so weird. I just wanted it to be like a clothes rack for like cloaks and coats and stuff for like cold weather, like for outerwear, because I know that in other countries there are like racks on which you can hang your coats before you sit down for class. So I wanted to get that kind of feel into the room, or that kind of like amenity into these classrooms. I had a lot of fun tool modding these enlarged corkboards to have all of these posters and stuff. It was it was really fun to like imagine or like make it look nice with all of these posters, but it was also really made easier by all of the new posters that we got in this pack as well, which is so cool, honestly. But yeah, that's pretty much almost it for the whole classroom, I think. A little bit more decoration here and there to go, but I think I've already spoken a lot about the classrooms. What else should I say? Oh yes, I didn't include any of the bathrooms on this floor because they look exactly the same as oh my god, I have a lisp. Why? They look exactly the same as all of the other bathrooms in this build, in the corridor area. Like, it's just that gray black color scheme. So I just like ignored, I just cut everything out. But just know that there is a bathroom in every corner. So hopefully, fingers crossed, when your Sims are studying or like going or like breaking for lunch or waiting for class to start, they won't just, I don't know, like go to the other end of the school to go to the bathroom, because they used to do that. They like doing that a lot, especially in school, in the original EA lot, and it was so frustrating. So it was a thing. Like, it was important to me to give this many bathrooms in this school, and hopefully everything is going to be a lot easier for the player as well as for the Sims to go to the bathroom when they're like really in need of it. But yeah, so now we are on working on the principal's office. I decided to give it a really nice classic, classy, bougie sort of look. It has a kind of chatting area. I imagine this is where the principal would invite students, teachers, business people, partners of the school to sit and chat. There are a lot of books around because I imagine the principal to be, of course, a very learned person. And then there's going to be a chess table inside here and some chess trophies. I think one chess figurine, I think. Because I imagine that this principal used to be in the school's chess club themselves when they were studying as a student, and then they became a teacher and then a principal in the school. I just imagine that happening for this. That kind of storyline for this principal here. And then this is where I realized that the principal requires this table for the lot to be functional. So this is me attempting to hide it in the desk over here, and hopefully the principal would still recognize that this room is where the principal's room is without having to actually interact with that exact desk, because I really think that desk is just not the vibe for my intended aesthetics for this room. So hopefully the principal will be happy with just using this very nice mahogany wooden amazing desk with lots of storage. I don't know. I hope it all works out. I will definitely playtest and I will do the fixes when it's time to do the fixes, I think. But for now, at least let me dream that this can be a functional high school. And hopefully it will be functional. Who knows? I'll let you know by the end. So yeah. Yes, that is the principal's office. They do have their own private toilet as well. I just thought it would be very nice. And that's the only toilet I added in this one because, it's a little bit different. So I added that in. And here we are doing the corridor area outside the principal's office. I wanted to give it like a TV here because I thought that this would be like a waiting area for like some guests and other sorts of people, not only just students waiting to be scolded by the principal, for example, or like congratulated by the principal. Usually, like if you are a student and you're looking for the principal or the principal is looking for you, you've either done really good or really badly. But then my chat was like, no, you cannot add TV there because children waiting to get scolded do not get to watch TV. Then I'm like, oh yeah, you have a point. Okay, so I took away the TV and added another chair there. And then over here, this is the staff room. So this entire area is the faculty wing, right? So this is the staff room where I added 5 teachers' desks. So this is where the teachers work when they're not in class. Of course, there's only 2 teachers in the school in the game, but 2 desks is just too sad. So I added 5, but no more than 5 because I feel like 5 is already a lot for like the school that only employs 2 teachers and 1 principal and 1 janitor, which is so weird. And then this is, I imagine, a waiting area for like kids who are waiting to talk to teachers about school activities or homework, or waiting to be scolded by teachers, or waiting, or like just serving mini detention, trying to finish their homework and stuff. I just imagine that sort of sitting area for like children, for like the students to sit there for. And then all of these 5 tables are going to be personalized. No particular personality, just I made sure that they are all like decorated slightly differently, a little bit different. Yeah, because because this is like a restricted PAX build with like base game and high school years only, right? It's so hard to give too much personality to each of the desks because there's only a limited amount of things I can use, and they all tend to look about the same. You'll see what I mean, but I tried to make them look a little bit different. The storylines, I'll leave it up to you to come up with the storylines for them. The clutter, very generic, I think, but I still liked it. I think they all turned out really good. And I decided to add this kind of like low bookshelf thing that came with the high school years pack that I've been using all throughout the school. And I really like this bookshelf actually. I just put it there because I wanted to separate the room because the room is very cavernous, very big. And there's nothing else to do with so much space. So I decided bookshelves are the way to go. Teachers, they need books. They need storage for like worksheets and archives and stuff. So I just gave them lots of bookshelves everywhere. I don't even think this is enough, to be honest. But based off all of the staff rooms, teachers' rooms that I've ever seen in my life, this teacher's room, first of all, is really nice, but also second of all, I think it's really neat, all things considered. Also, let me just take a little breath and I'll be RB. I am gasping for air. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm actually like suffering from like flu, so I'm talking really nasally as well, and I can't really breathe very well with or without it being like 5 times speed. But I hope you guys are doing well. After this room, we'll be moving on to the last room in this entire floor. It is going to be the kind of like faculty, teachers, and principals resting area. Well, faculty and just staff people all together. There will be like a small kitchenette, there will be a meeting table / dining table area and some activities to do and some sofas. So just in case I talk through all that, that's gonna be part of it. And there's also like 3 bathrooms in this entire in this like faculty wing. You won't see it, but you'll see the doors. I think yeah, over there there's one. So that is literally the faculty wing. I hope you guys have been enjoying this entire series so far. I struggle a lot with taking pictures for the thumbnail for this school because I don't know, I cannot choose one, and everything just looks better when you're playing live. So I always find that the thumbnails that I use for this series, they're not up to par. And I feel bad because I feel like that kind of affects how many people actually click in to watch it and discover the series, because I feel like this build is actually pretty cool and amazing. But you know, YouTube is YouTube, and honestly I have very little energy to care now. I'm just very happy that I did start this build. I was very scared when I first wanted to start this because I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to start a school. It's such a huge build and I don't really know how to make a good school. But I'm very glad I started. So if anything, let this be a sign for you to start the build that you dream of building. It might take you half a year to build it, because this is definitely taking me like 2 months. I feel like every single detailed 64 by 64 lot, they always take me about like 2 weeks. No, sorry, not 2 weeks, 2 months, at least 1.5, maybe a little bit over a month to build. Especially because I only build for like a rough 3 hours per day. And I take breaks too, because I value my time and my energy and my health. so yeah. But I think this, I built this kind of like faculty faculty break room, I think. I built this off camera, so I don't think it has the similar spice that it has when I built on stream, because I don't have the input from my viewers and I'm just doing this on its own. But I think it turned out pretty good, I think. I hope you guys like it too. But anyways, I should end this I should end this part now because we are reaching the end. So thank you so much for watching all the way here. If you like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to me, and follow me on Twitch if you want to watch me build this, and I appreciate you guys very much. I hope to see you in my next part or my next video, and have a really wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye guys.